Hey everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and today I'm here with Camry.
Hi!
And we are going to show you how to do what we're calling the loop waterfall braid. This is really great. A girl named Bethany sent this picture in to me, so thank you Bethany for the idea. We figured it out, and here we go. Now to begin this hairstyle, I parted her hair in the middle, just in the front, and then tried to kind of comb so there's no obvious part in the back. And we have just run a straightener over her hair. She's pretty straight anyway. Now her hair is like really silky and fine, which can be difficult to do this kind of hairstyle because it can loosen up and slip out. So what I have done is just taken a little bit of my Redken Wax Blast spray wax and just barely sprayed a tiny little bit on the tops of her hair. This is gonna help me as I pull her hair through. So if you're also a fine-haired girl, you might wanna try this trick. If you have a curlier texture, it's gonna be very natural to do this because it will hold and grip itself. So now I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna leave a little piece right in front because I want this to just fall by itself. I'm gonna pick up a section of hair right here. So I'm leaving probably an inch, inch and a half of hair just to frame her face. And I'm picking up a pretty good piece of hair. And then I'm also going to take just a little bit of, this is, you guys are always asking me what I'm using, Jonathan's Dirt Texturizing Paste, but you can use any pomade, just run it through the hair a little bit. Again, this is all just helping us keep the hair together and not have too many crazy flyaways as we're manipulating this hairstyle. Now I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna take my two fingers, my pointer in my middle, I'm gonna put them in here and wrap the hair around them and then just flip it. So you can see the shape I'm forming by doing that. So the hair goes down and then creates a loop, and this bottom piece is ultimately gonna fall straight down. So I'll show you again one more time. Two fingers, just wrap it around and then just kind of twist your fingers and it creates that loop shape, like this. Once you've done that, I'm gonna hold my fingers through it so you can see I'm holding that bottom piece with my thumb. My two fingers are still in between that loop. I'm gonna go back here behind her head and pick up another pretty good sized piece of hair. And again, with my left hand this time, I'm gonna take a little texturizing paste and run it down those strands. Or you can use your wax here too, either one. Now I'm gonna grab that piece in between my fingers and I'm gonna pull it through that loop. You can see. So I'm pulling it through the loop and then I'm gonna go ahead and twist it and create another loop. And in the process, I've of course dropped this last strand right here. And just to hold this hairstyle a little bit tighter while we're manipulating the first few pieces, I'm gonna have Cam hang on to that first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my fingers back through that second loop, hold that bottom piece again with my thumb, pick up another piece of hair, make sure you're getting from the top wherever you want. Use a little texturizing paste. Pomade, run it down, and again pull that hair through and give it a twist. Now don't worry if you're getting big loops like this because you can come back later and adjust it just by tugging on the end, but you can start to see the shapes that we're forming as we're doing this. So again, I'm going to pick up a piece of hair, use a little texturizing paste just to run it down, grab that piece, pull it through, and give it a twist. Again, I'm not going to worry if it's huge right now because I can go back and adjust them in a few minutes. And we're going to create more loops. Okay, when you've done your last loop, what I do, you can see my last loop right here. Since you don't want this funny loop just kind of hanging out in the middle of nowhere, I go ahead and pull that strand all the way through. And then what I'm going to do is let it fall through, and I'm going to take a small bobby pin, and I'm just going to pin it. And I'm going to hide the pins as best I can. You might see them a little bit. I'm going to cross the bobby pins so they form a nice secure little hold right there. And you can always pull this hair up and over a little bit or let that strand fall through right there and hide them for you. So that kind of anchors that last piece, and then you can go back and adjust these loops to where you like them. I don't want them to be too tight, but I don't want them to be so loose they're falling either. So when you get them the way you like them, for me that's about like that. Then I come back over to this first piece that we originally started with, and again, you don't want to leave this funky piece just hanging out, doing its thing. So I'm going to take this bobby pin, I'm going to reach underneath that first little loop, and I'm going to secure that first piece with a couple bobby pins as well. And again, we're just trying to hide them as best we can. And we let that hair right there just sort of hide them for us. And then the rest of it falls down, and we're finished. And let's do the final spin. So this hairstyle is not going to be one that's great for athletics or lots of physical activity. This is just a pretty hairstyle that's so beautiful that you get tons of attention over because it's gorgeous in your hair. Right, Camry?
Yep.
Another way to do it, just as another tip, would be to try doing it wet. If you have really fine hair, style it wet and then it will dry looking like this, but the wetness of the hair helps hold those twists and loops a little bit better for you too. Now if you guys love our hair tutorials, be sure to do us a favor and click on this button right here to subscribe to our channel. This will give you all of our newest videos when we film and upload every single week. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked this video, and we will see you guys next Sunday. Bye you guys.
Bye.
Turn it to the side and it's this fun accent braid just running through the ponytail that really pops, but it adds a lot of dynamic to the hairstyle, which I love.
Sound on.
Take your hat off.
Sound on.
You got this. Hat off.
Yeah, don't mess anything up.
You got munchkin.
Yeah.
Alright.
Barely getting one.
Yeah, you gotta do good.
I'm gonna do good. I got it.
Where's my
Get a
bag?
towel ready.